Hi guys, my name is Ravi Prakash and welcome to Rodha. So I hope all are doing well and with this 15 days to go for XAT, all are preparing very well for this XAT. Okay, so in this series we have come up with decision making for XAT. Okay, and is part 3. So the previous two parts we have discussed some good concepts and some keywords how to think on decision making, and we are continuing the series in this third part also. Okay, now so before we further move on, we have this national scholarship test for CAT. This will be basically for CAT 2021. So all those people who are giving this CAT 2021 should give this test to know their weak and strength of the weakness and strength of their preparation part. Okay, basically which sections they are not feeling that comfortable. So once you give this test, that means let's say for example in LRDI you're not feeling that comfortable, or quant you're not feeling that comfortable. Okay, so that means in the throughout the year you need to work harder on that, right? Okay, that's why it's an important exam for all those people who are preparing for CAT 2021. So you can pass on this information also, and people who are doing well, they're winning prizes of 5,000 also in this. Okay, many people have won this prize of 5,000 rupees. Okay, and they're constantly giving this. So basically rank here is will be based on the marks and the time taken, and the Amazon vouchers will be processed within 20 days from the test date, right? So within 20 days you're getting Amazon vouchers on your mail. So good part, right? Okay, but most importantly you get your you get that in which section you're feeling not at all comfortable, right? That means you need to work hardest in that section. Okay, in the coming year actually, right? So give this test. I'll put the link in the description. Okay, you can enroll from there. Okay, it is absolutely free for everyone. Okay, now let's start with this first question, guys. So you can just pause this video and try this question for at least 2-3 minutes, and then check the answer it matches or not, right? See, so we got 5 options here: A, B, C, D and E. Okay, now your senior sales representative received a gift box of expensive chocolates from a major supplier. She was traveling when the box of expensive chocolates arrived, and her spouse and her children opened the box and consumed most of the chocolates. Almost at the same time, the same supplier invited a sales manager of your company to a fully paid 3-day trip to an expensive hill resort in order to see a product demonstration and to play golf with his salespersons. Okay, although your company does not have no gifts policy, ध्यान रखना, right? No gifts policy, right? Basically does not have a no gifts policy. Your standards of expectations from employees are high. Okay, which are following would be your course of action? Okay, now who are you actually? So basically you are kind of owner of the company, and it's referring that your senior sales representative, that means you are the owner of the company and you have to decide which course of action you would choose after these two incidents, right? So if you read the option A here, guys, it says that meet the sales personnel of your company and strictly warn them about accepting any gifts from suppliers in future. See, basically you can't strictly warn them, right? Actually, this strict word is wrong here. Okay, because why? Because the company does not have a no gifts policy, right? Yes, the standard of expectations are high, agreed, right? But you cannot take any strict action because both were not directly involved in this, right? Because once she was traveling and the box of chocolates were opened by her children, she didn't open, right? And secondly also in that part, when the other employee was invited, okay, then he went to see a company's product demonstration only. He went to give that company's product demonstration only, right? That means it was not directly involved in some kind of issue with the company, right? And moreover, it doesn't have any no gifts policy, so any strict action cannot be taken in that part, right? So that's why this word is wrong. Strictly word is wrong, so option A cannot be used here. Okay, option B: meet the salesperson of your company and discuss the 2 examples with them and warn of a strict disciplinary action in future. Again, same thing, right? A strict disciplinary action you cannot take. Okay, because they have not gone against the policy of the company. Okay, so a strict disciplinary action you take when you go against the policy of the company, not in these cases, right? Okay, so dismiss this third one. Dismiss this sales representative and sales manager. Again, dismiss them, right? Too extreme. Okay, so too extreme an action to take actually, because they have not gone against the company's policy, so quite an extreme action to take actually, right? So again, C will not be there. Okay. Meet the supplier and discuss the issue with him and ask him to explain why his services should not be discontinued, right? So you're asking you're asking explanation from that supplier actually, right? So it you doesn't have right for this actually, because the supplier also have not gone anything against the company's policy, have not given any kind of bribe and all, right? So company doesn't have no gift policy. Even if some gift was given, it was taken by the these two persons indirectly also. And moreover, when he went to give that on Hill Resort, he went to give a company's products demonstration only, right? That means they're not directly involved, and this supplier also has not gone against company's policy. So again, any explanation cannot be asked in that case, right? That's not correct also. So D also is wrong. So answer would be E option. Do nothing in this case, right? It's a good question, right? Because many people will like marking do nothing before marking that do nothing will be a bit skeptical about it, right? Should we mark? Should we don't mark? Right? That's a good option. Good question, right? Okay. So hope you got it. Huh? So I explained you all the options. Which options are good or bad, right? Okay. Or which options are basically what points we should focus to eliminate the options. Okay. Chalo, let's go to the next question, guys. See, the next question here. Question 2 of this video. The new induction training program has been a roaring success. Okay, again pause this video, try this for 2-3 minutes and then see the answer, right? See, so the new induction training program has been a roaring success. All new induction courses for the next 12 months have been tightly scheduled. Okay, this morning you receive a call from Mr. Surya, the head of the trust, requesting you to train 8 newly recruited teaching assistants. So Mr. Surya is the head of the trust, mind you, okay, and requesting you to train 8 newly recruited teaching assistants before they start their job next month. You explain that all these slots are fully booked, okay, for the next 3 months, but he insists that the new teaching assistants be trained immediately, okay, so to hopefully reduce turnover among them. You speak to Dilipa, who wants you to deal with the issue on your own, okay, on your own. Review the following responses that you wish to communicate to Mr. Surya, right? So basically, see, understand this part here, guys, that Mr. Surya is the head of the company. And when he is insisting to do something, okay, he is insisting that they have to be trained, that means they have to be trained. Correct. So you have to, you are the person in this case, and you need to think that how you tackle this situation actually, right? So option 1, inform him. Okay, first read the question, guys. Select the best of these following responses in the descending order of effectiveness, right? That means first should be most effective. Okay. So once you read the first option, so first statement, inform him that once the schedules are drawn up, it is not possible to effect any changes as the reputation of the trust would be at stake, right? That's actually wrong. You cannot give this a statement to the head of the company, who is actually head of the trust, who is actually insisting you that they have to be trained, okay, for something good only, right? So this is not the best option you would choose actually, right? So inform him once the schedules are drawn up, it is not possible to effect any change. That is wrong, okay. You have to accommodate, right? You have to try and accommodate this, because the head of the company is asking to you, okay. Now, suggest that a new agency may be permitted to run induction sessions for the teaching assistant for us as a special case. Yes, this should be done, because you explain because all these slots are fully booked for the next 3 months. But still, if the new new teaching assistant, if that training has to happen, right? If it has to happen, then any external agency can be done here, right? Can be bought in here, okay, or brought in here, right? So that's why, okay, it's fine. Option 2 should be a good one. If you look at options also, so 2 and 3 I'm looking to start off with, right? So basically options like 2 and 3 should be the most effective option should be start. Let's say between 2 and 3, which I'll choose. Okay, tell him that if some inductees drop out in the first month, okay, and in second point somebody also have pointed out that it is not cost effective, right? So basically the cost effective term we need to think in those cases where any issue is happening, right? means in the companies in loss or like that, right? Here nothing it is given about companies having loss or any issue here, right? So cost effectiveness would not be a good term here, okay, to think about it, right? So second looks a good option. Let's look at third one, guys. Tell him that if some inductees drop out in the first month, at least some teaching assistants can be accommodated, right? So again, if some inductees drop out, so basically, if you see here, 2 should be greater than 3, because third one is based on certain conditions that if some inductees drop out, then some teaching assistant will be accommodated, right? Otherwise, it will not. So in second is a more positive answer, right? So second is basically more positive. The second is more positive one, okay. Third is a bit less positive, basically a bit negative answer, that if this happens, then I'll take that action, right? So that's this basically 2 is more better than 3. So I'm left with A, B, and basically A, D, and E. So A, D, and E should be the between A, D, and E. Among A, D, and E, one should be the answer here. Fine. Now look at the fourth option. Tell him that since no spaces are available in the induction training sessions for 3 months, you as the HR manager would conduct induction session for them after office hours. Yes. So again, it's a good answer, right? It's a good positive answer, because even if you're trying to not having slots for these training actually, but you're trying to do it after office hours because the head of the office or the head of the trust is insisting you to do it, and you're agreeing to it, and basically he is right also here. That new staffs has to be trained for something good only, right? So he's right here actually. That's why it's good. Okay. So basically the 2 is the most effective option. Then I should go with 4. Okay. So I think then the D option should be the correct one. Okay. D 2 then 4, right? Among 3, between 3 and 1. So obviously 1 should be the least one, because informing him completely negative, right? Okay. That it is not at all possible. So that's a bad answer to give to head of the trust when he's asking for something good for the company, right? That's why actually it is not good. Okay, so D option is the correct answer. Correct? Chalo. Let's do the next one, guys. Now you are a human resource manager in the HR department of Vikash Educational Charitable Trust. Okay, you organize and support recruitment and training, provides secretarial support for disciplinary investigations, and keep personal records of his staff. You report to Ms. Dilipa, one of the 2 senior HR managers who reports to the HR director. For the post of consultant professor in the trust, 2 internal candidates, Mr. Rana and Mr. Charan, were interviewed. Okay, Mr. Charan was selected as he was considered to be the academically gifted with impressive leadership skills, even though he had less experience than the other. 3 days later, Mr. Rana came to the office complaining that his selection was unfair, as he had more experience than Mr. Charan, right? So basically, understand this part here, guys. You are the HR here, okay, and you have to solve, as an HR, you should solve the internal matters of your company, right? You're responsible for solving the internal matters of the company, right? So don't treat this question as anything, as any external persons are not being interviewed here, right? So basically, this is what let's say here it's given 2 internal candidates. So these 2 are internal candidates. Okay, you are being interviewed. So basically, you have to take care of both of them actually. So question is, which of the following is the best way to handle the issue raised by Rana? Right now, a statement A here, it says that tell Mr. Rana that you empathize with him. Okay, but the process was fair and details of the assessment could be shared with him. Again, it gives this option A gives positive vibes, right? Basically, yes, basically you are trying to empathize, obviously, right? You cannot be rude, because he is the internal employee of your company. This is internal matter actually, and as an HR you have to deal with it. Okay, and because he's having more experience also, so you have to, as an HR, you need to take care of that person also in the company, right? So that's why this is you're empathizing with him. That's correct, right? But yes, the process was fair and details I will share. So you should share the details also, because again, he is the internal candidate. Had he been external, option A would not be that a good option to select, right? Because any external candidate for the interview, HR is not that responsible to give explanation, but internal he is. Okay, so option A gives good one, right? Let's see option B here. Tell Mr. Rana that if he is interested, he could write to the HR director, and you would act as per the directives received. Okay, So again, a bit extreme and a bit rude option, right? That if he's interested, he could write to the HR director. So basically, in this matter, you can deal. You actually should deal it, right? Okay. So you need not inform HR director in this. Okay. So basically, it's a kind of a bit of a runaway kind of option. So basically, you're a responsible person. You are the HR manager of the company. Okay, and you report to Ms. Dilip Pawar, the two senior HR managers who report to the HR director. So again, like, you are giving to your seniors. Okay, so for this matter, go writing to HR director, that is two level above you, right? Wouldn't be good. So you have to take that responsibility. So running off from responsibility is not that good option in decision making, right? I told earlier also, it's a kind of running off from responsibility. So option 2 should not be there. Okay. Offer tea to Mr. Rana and say that you can understand why he is upset. Let him have a bit of moan and help him get out with our system. So you cannot let him have a bit of moan. Again, I told you he's a senior employee. As an HR, you need to take care. You need to explain also. You owe an explanation to him that why he is not selected. So option A is better than option C. So again, A looks better than C here. Fine. Option D, guys. Tell Mr. Rana that the institute find the right person for the job, not the one who has been around the longest. Okay. Especially this is E option also. So E I've written here. Okay. E should be next line. So this is D option, right? So tell Mr. Rana that institute finds, again, D is a bit rude option. Okay. Again, rude. So he's an internal employee. He's an employee of the company, and as an HR, you should treat him nicely because he's a more experienced person, right? So it's okay, right? You just tell him that this is a very rude option to tell him, right? So it's not good. Again, E is that warn Mr. Rana that his complaint will be constituted as misdemeanor and held against him. So nothing is in, right. See, as E is again wrong because Mr. Rana is doing nothing wrong. Okay, because it was some internal job posting, because he is a senior employee, okay, of the company. So if he is not selected, the company or the HR owe an explanation to him that why he is not selected, and he is doing nothing wrong in asking that why I am not selected, right? For having more experience working in the same company, right? So again, look at this question at the perspective that these are the two internal candidates. You have to take care of both the employee. They've applied for some internal job change, but they already are the employee of the company, maybe doing well also. And it's like one has got pretty much higher experience than the other person. That means if he is not selected, but still the role in which he would be working right now, okay, so that also cannot be diminished right now. Okay, that's why. So think from that perspective. So A should be the answer. Okay, so I hope all of you like these points. Okay, so basically the points in which we discuss, okay, 3-4 questions in a video that will open up your mind in decision making. Okay, and I'm taking a lot of classes at an academy also in DM, so you can a lot of free classes you all can attend there. Okay, just follow me at an academy. I post my profile link in the video description only. Okay, and we'll continue this series in the next video. Okay, thank you for watching, guys. Bye bye.